The Great Lakes are a diamond on the hand of North America, a brightly shining jewel on the friendship bordering. Freshwater highway coming down from Canada, all around the shoreline you can hear them sing. Sweet Mother Michigan, Father Superior, coming down from Mackinac and Sault Ste. Marie. Blue water Huron flow down to Lake Erie, oh, fall to Ontario, run on out to sea.
Good morning, First Mates.
Good morning.
We have just departed Erie, PA, Harbor Bay Harbor Marina, on our way to Dunkirk, New York. As you can see, I've successfully balanced the boat and she's kind of steering herself, beating into the wind. I've just hooked up my vane for that purpose, except I have no desire to turn it on since it's just going to suck up electricity. So as long as she's steering herself, I'll let her go like that. Erie was a very nice port, as I was telling you. Where did we go last night?
Smuggler's Wharf.
And had salads. Very much much needed vegetables, yeah. We're good on the fruit, but we're not so good on the vegetables while on the boat.
No vegetables on the boat. We should change that at some point.
Well, what kind of vegetables could we take that we don't have to? Carrot sticks.
I meant to bring them and I forgot.
And we'll have to pick up some carrot sticks. Celery. Would be another good one. Okay. Well, anyway, there's the Coast Guard. And the city of Erie in the background. The wind is coming dead from Dunkirk. So we're gonna sail out into the open lake for, I don't know, an hour or so and tack. It's supposed to come from the northeast for the next few days, which is exactly where we're going. So it's gonna take a while to get wherever we're going. The course is a 10-hour trip, but with this tacking, it could probably take 12, 13. We got 5 to 10 mile per hour winds right now. Keeping about 3.5 to 4 knots. Comfortable sailing, though slow. Danielle's not a morning person. And she's also a little bit of a freeze baby. So she's curled behind the, back in there to keep warm out of the wind. Okay, I went down below for maybe 1 minute, came back out to discover this. We be in some fog. Thus, I have turned my running lights on, and I'm keeping a sharp lookout, though we're 5 to 10 miles offshore, unless there's a freighter out there. I don't think anyone else is out here today. Probably time to turn the GPS back on too. Been sailing without it. Just using the coastline for piloting, but clearly I can't see anything, so this is awesome. This is awesome. I have finally turned on what we're naming Wilson, my idle helm, and am using the wind vane system to adjust for wind shifts. Seems to be working great. First time using the wind vane. I have my whistle out the sound every 2 minutes, I believe, one long or one burst. Every year I need to reread the manual because being an overall day sailor, I don't normally go out in fog. And it's pretty unusual that I'm in fog with a pretty good breeze going. So
needles and pins, sew me a sail to catch me the wind. Sew me a sail strong as the gale. Carpenter, get out your hammers and nails. Hammers and nails, hammers and nails. Build me a boat to go chasing the whales. Chasing the whales, sailing the blue. Find me a captain and sign me a crew. Captain and crew, captain and crew. Take me, oh take me to anywhere.
Well, we've gotten a nice header after our tack, and the last time I checked the GPS, we are heading straight for Dunkirk. So if the wind can maintain this direction, no more tacking. But it has slowed a little bit. We're probably keeping 4 knots now, with about 39 more miles to go to Dunkirk. Fog is still here. Hopefully it'll lift soon. Lake Erie fun fact for the day. Well, actually it's a Great Lakes fun fact for the day. If you were to build a wall around the continental United States, and let's assume for argument's sake that the land inside was flat, and if you empty all the water from the Great Lakes inside the continental United States, it would fill up the entire area to a water level of about 5 feet high. That's a lot of water.
like it's colder tonight.
There's my first mate. She is
I'm really useful.
living the hard life here. Bundled up. Smart enough to be on the healing side.
I don't think I moved in 2 hours.
You're missing nothing but soup out there, sweetie. See the bow. All cluttered. I don't think I filmed inside here yet. Wish I could turn some music on or something. We're in soup. Got to be listening for them. Since we're not whistling every 2 minutes, they might be. I don't want to be able to hear them.
Have you heard anybody whistle yet?
No. But those freighters, they'll pop up, you know. They'll show up in an instant. No, seriously, I recently saw something.
Really?
Like, remember to keep a lookout. Those freighters can go, they sent something like a mile in 5 minutes, you know, so they'll jump up on you.
They should be honking.
They should be. I would hope the freighters are.
I think the freighters are paying attention. They probably don't have a crew member sitting down below the applicant.
You're not complaining. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry.
I can't believe you say it's cluttered down here. You're killing me. It's like the neatest I've ever lived.
I just meant the V berth is a little, as it should be. But this, that coat's got to go, sweetie.
Oh, God.
It's right on the floor. What if I step on that and slip and crack my head?
You won't. So stay away from
And then you got to bring the ship in on your own.
Oh, I already know what I'm doing. Coast Guard? There's not even a chance. We are under autopilot, heading in this direction.
He's got a black thing here. There's numbers on it. I don't know what they mean. North, west, something. Ah, well. Okay. You sure you don't want anything?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, babe. All right. We're back. It's about 1:47. We're still about 25 miles out of Dunkirk, making very slow progress today to this headwind and basically having an attack all the way there. But as you can see, the fog has pretty much lifted and we've headed back to the course line now for quite some time. As you can see, there's land to be seen, and we haven't seen land in quite a while. Mostly because of the fog, even though we were pretty far out. We certainly were not far enough out to be out of sight of land except for the fog. So, some terrain changes there. We are just now nearing the New York PA border. And in this part of New York and PA, we start seeing some of the, well, I can only assume, Allegheny mountain range, perhaps? Well, New York is where we go skiing if we're from Ohio. See some waves starting to build here. I think, I guess the wind speed to be about 10 to 12 at the moment. Keeping 4.5 knots, though I'm not trying very hard to get the most out of it. We're in no hurry. Okay, I'm coming down below, organizing things a little bit. It should probably be there. And looking at the, whoa, where'd she go? That's right. She's above deck and sailing the boat in her ski jacket.
Chilly, but I'm doing it.
It's been a bad spring. Cleveland, May 28th. Still not very warm out here, particularly with this northeast wind. But she looks good, doesn't she? Look at that smile. We still got 20 miles to go.
Had 20 miles to go for the past 5 hours.
We have. I think we're only about 14 degrees off our destination in terms of tacking, course, etc. You look good, babe.
Thanks.
Dunkirk is up there somewhere.
It's that white thing right there. That's Dimitri's on the lake.
Is that Dimitri's on the lake? The dirty place?
Yeah, the dirty. Decent food, but dirty.
What was it we saw in Geneva? What was the sign in the window?
Oh man.
TripAdvisor.
Oh, come here and have the worst meal that one guy on TripAdvisor ever had.
That was awesome.
Claim to fame.
I'm getting some water. You need anything?
I'll have some water too.
Okay.
And a steak.
Steak. Does Dimitri's have heroes?
Probably. Some kind of venue.
Oh, it's Greek. I would hope they have some. No one mentioned any.
No. They weren't worth mentioning if they do.
Well, the nor'easter wind blows a 7-foot wave, praying my soggy old soul to get saved. Trying to find land, but I don't know how. Been an hour since I seen my bow. The wind wash wave up over my stern. It's a maritime lesson that I'm long to learn. If I ever make it back to a good old shore, I'm coming out here no more. It's the legend of the lake, and you never can tell. She can be real mellow, then blow like hell. Don't think she can't take it. She's taking better sailors than you, my friend. If you're heading outside of the bay, and it seems like a pretty nice day, keep your eye on the sky, 'cause the legend of the lake says the lake has got its eye on you. Think about things when you're out in a storm, like the man who built your boat and some coffee that's warm, and the foul weather gear you've been planning to buy if you ever get home and you ever get dry. It's a legend of a lake, and you never can tell. She can be real mellow, then blow like hell. Don't think she can't take it. She's taking better sailors than you, my friend. If you're heading outside of the bay, and it seems like a pretty nice day, keep your eye on the sky, 'cause the legend of the lake says the lake has got its eye on you. You can tell my mother, you can tell my dad, I was doing pretty well till the weather turned bad. And I made a little deal with the Lord up above. If you get me out of this, then you got all my love. It's the legend of the lake, and you never can tell. She can be real mellow, then blow like hell. Don't think she can't take it. She's taking better sailors than you, my friend. If you're heading outside of the bay, and it seems like a pretty nice day, keep your eye on the sky, 'cause the legend of the lake says the lake has got its eye on you. Batten down the hatch and stow away the gear, and you can thank your skipper for the whiskey and the beer. Pull
Okay, hopefully that can be heard right now. Got about 9 miles out from the waypoint, which once we get to the waypoint, it's just rounding the bend and in. Danielle, not feeling so good. So I took the sails down and decided to motor in, which, as you can see, it's not exactly a picnic itself. The wind really picked up here. We probably got 15 to 20. We are, hold on, check my GPS here, 6.88 miles away from that waypoint. We're averaging 4.5 hitting the waves and above 5 when the waves subside. Estimated time of arrival is still an hour and a half away. Sorry about that. And my helm is pretty heavy right now, so I'm actually standing to steer with my legs, just because it's actually easier. So, trying to get you in, Daniela, trying to get you in. Not exactly warm either. There's a big one. I'm guessing 2 to 4 foot waves right now. GPS is now soaked, as am I. Okay, I'm going to have to put this away for some more precision steering that I'm doing. Trying to cut through these waves a little bit. See you in harbor. Well, here we are in Dunkirk. As I think the last thing I was videoing was motoring the last 9 miles in some pretty heavy conditions. And we ended up here. There you'll see living a dream. As we were coming in last night and we got into this little marina, saw how bad the conditions were in here. Danielle actually said, let's just go straight to Buffalo, which is another 7 hours away, in the best conditions motoring at 4 knots. Obviously I ignored her, but this place is, well, to be nice, not my favorite place. You can see the main companionway there, and if you'll notice, they're all jointed. You could see right now that each unit will undulate with the waves. So last night, when with that northeast wind, all the water coming in this way, this place was rocking, and these docks and fingers were extremely unstable and hard to stand on. And it would just undulate all the way in. And you know, we were extremely tired and in no mood, but nonetheless we got in, and we could not get off this boat fast enough, to be honest with you. When I saw floating docks, I thought it was just going to be a nice little easy jaunt in. You can see I have it kind of tied up Mediterranean style. That's simply because these fingers were wobbling back and forth a foot. You can see here at the end how incredibly poor of a design this is. Look at this. Okay, so we both jumped off the dock. We pulled the boat close, and you'll see my little scrape there, which is a very nice one. Probably keep it for memory's sake. Battle wound, if you will. Ran right into this piece of metal down there. Now, if you notice where I keep my fenders, there's one there, and there's a holding there. I don't think that would have stopped us from pounding into that. It may have, but getting in was so harrowing last night that I didn't have my fenders on. Because most of the docks we go to, it's not entirely necessary to have them on. Most of them have rubber on the side, and they're well padded, and something you could do last minute if you want. At least Whiskey Island, Geneva, and Bay Harbor, I wouldn't have worried about it. Clearly, I should have worried about it coming in last night. Oh well, what are you going to do? It's just a boat. As this place was so rocking last night, we did not opt to sleep on the boat. So, we are staying at the Clarion Hotel over there, which is rather nice. But, thought about leaving today, but we were so exhausted from yesterday. It was definitely decided to stay one more night just to rest up. And Danielle's not been feeling well. She was such a trooper yesterday. But I thought perhaps to save some money, to get back sleeping on the boat, I'd check out some of the other marinas over there. There's a yacht club and Bart's Cove, I believe it's called. And I got as far as the yacht club, and believe it or not, the yacht club, the exclusive yacht club, looked worse than this. They didn't have floating docks, but all their ramps were old wood that looked unsafe to even be walking on. And Bart's Cove was even probably more exposed to a northeast wind than this marina. So there was absolutely no incentive to move. Unbelievable. Of course, we're provisioning the boat today. Went up to check out where the gas was, because, you know, even though we probably only used a quarter of the tank yesterday, I always like to be full before leaving, particularly on long journeys, and they don't even have their gas in yet. They were getting new pumps and they're not here. It's only June, you know, boating season starts May 1st, and it's only June. So Donnie, which you might be able to see over there, is going to get a gas can, run up to the gas store, and get me the 5 gallons that I need to fill back up. Long story short, we're not recommending Dunkirk for anyone unless you absolutely have to come here. And if you have to come here, it's really bad weather and it's not going to be very much fun. And you'll be staying at the hotel. So, okay, I'm almost done provisioning the boat. Danielle's picking up some bread. I'm going to take care of this gas situation with the gas can. And right now, we didn't head to Buffalo today for a second reason. We still got a northeast wind. Though it's only 7 to 9 and it's been very light. That's what it was yesterday, and then it picked up at the end of the day, and we did not want to risk doing that again today. Tried to avoid going into the wind, if at all possible, on this trip. That lesson was definitely learned yesterday. So one more night at the hotel, and we'll be departing relatively early tomorrow. It's only a 7.5 hour journey to Buffalo at 4 knots. So that will definitely be our shortest sail so far on this trip. I'm sure Danielle's very much looking forward to that, particularly if we can stay out of going head on into waves.
Great Lakes are a diamond on the hand of North America, a brightly shining jewel on the friendship border ring. Freshwater highway coming down from Canada, all around the shoreline you can hear them sing. Sweet Mother Michigan, Father Superior, coming down from Mackinac and Sault Ste. Marie. Blue water Huron, flow down to Lake Erie, oh, fall to Ontario, run on out to sea. Hardy are the seamen on the ships that load the iron ore, sailing out of Thunder Bay and bound for Buffalo. Hardy are the fishermen, just like their